Hey guys, Trevor John coming at you another Diablo 4 video. So it has been a while since I played Diablo 4 and actually posted a video on it. Now, this season 2 has started. Unfortunately, I was out of town for work. I've been working a lot lately. Unfortunately, a coworker had a unfortunate family event happen, and I've kind of had to do a lot more work, a lot more things in life that I normally would not have to do, which has kind of slowed me down on making content. Now, this video, what we're going to kind of cover, and you can see in the top right of the video here, you can see where I have some performance overlay things displayed here. You can also see right above me, you can see the live split that I have, which is essentially this timer. We're going to start and stop this. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the fact that Diablo 4 is now available on Steam. So we have it already on the Battle.net launcher. We all know that, with the acquisition of Blizzard and Activision for Microsoft, that some of these things may be changing, and there was a nice announcement that, hey, Diablo 4 is going to be on Steam. Now, I have went ahead and gotten the game on both Steam and on Battle.net, and the reason being is I want to test them. I want to see which one works the best. I want to talk about pros, cons. Me personally, I am a big Steam guy, right? I have a really low digit Steam powered count because I've been using it since Counter-Strike 1.6. But yeah, so we're going to talk about just some general differences between the two, and we're just going to run a quick gambit of, okay, do they load the same? Do servers seem okay? I'm going to play primarily on the Steam account for the next couple of days, and we may come back and talk about, okay, yes, performance-wise, I know there's a difference on this, but as far as I'm aware, they should be using the same server, and yeah, we'll dive into it and see what exactly we see with both versions. All right, so first things first, I'm gonna go ahead and show you that I do have a stream deck that I have set up to where I have Diablo 4 here and I have Diablo 4 on the top left. The top left one represents the Battle.net. The Diablo 4 down here is the Steam path, because unfortunately with Steam, you do have to have another client loaded before the game can launch. Just like Diablo 4, however, where you also click the button and then you have to then reconfirm, so to speak, the launch of the game. It's kind of normal for Battle.net. So we're going to go ahead, and I wanted to show you this because what I'm going to do is I'm going to press the button and I'm immediately going to start the counter. So that was the goal here. So let's go ahead and minimize this. So the first one I'm going to test is going to be Battle.net. Okay, so what are we looking for? We're going to look for time startup. So from the time I press the button until the time the game has fully opened and brought me to the character select menu. And then I'll go ahead and open said character, and we'll see just how long did that process take. We're going to do a quick time study on these because that's usually one of the first things that a lot of people like to think about is like, hey, how quick is it to load into the game? How quick is it not when picking a platform? Now, a lot of you will say, well, that doesn't really matter, but to some people it will, especially like hardcore players, right? For example, if you're a Path of Exile player and you play hardcore, you have a logout macro, right? With Diablo 4, there is a delay timer if you're not in this certain area when you log out, but it's just one of those situations where, it's nice to know what the limitations are and the speeds and everything else, right? All right, so let's first go ahead and start this. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna hit the button here, and as soon as you see that timer go up, that means I've hit the button, and here we go. So at this point, I click the button. I'm gonna go ahead and hit click play. I'm gonna do this as quickly as I possibly can. It's gonna launch up right here. You should see this going on. Now I am capturing my entire display, so that way nothing is hidden, nothing is not shown that it shouldn't be. Up on the top right, I do have a 4090. I have this game at full settings currently. As you can see, we're maintaining 120 frames. Loading here, render latency is virtually nothing. CPU utilization, nothing. GPU, next to nothing. Like I said, I do have a 4090, which is kind of cheating a little bit, but no real lag. It took us about 33 seconds to get into the game. Let's go ahead and launch into here. So we're talking to get into the server, everything else. What is this? Another 10, 12 seconds? 11 seconds or so. So not too bad, right? Not too bad. And then we'll go ahead and we're going to do the same exact thing on our other platform. Let's go ahead and let's just close this out. We'll just go ahead and exit the game here. Now, it is nice. I can't have both of them set up at the same time. Now, this does take a lot of memory. However, I am very fortunate that I have a lot of space on this particular device that I can go ahead and have them both installed at the same time. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to do the same exact test here on the Diablo 4 through the Steam player. Okay, so as you can see here, this automatically is opening Steam and launching the game. I don't have to do that other click. I'm not sure if that's going to give us an advantage, so to speak. It might for the time study, so to speak. Let's see what we got here. So far, no different. Frames all look about the same. CPU utilization looks the same. GPU next to nothing still. Everything looking pretty on par with the other one. Honestly, even logging into the servers here, I'm gonna say yeah. So it beat it by 3 seconds here. If I go ahead and hit start here, and really, I think that's just a matter of the delay between click start on the battle.net launcher. So let's go ahead and load that up in here, and we'll see what did we get here. So this is about 43 seconds here. So overall, a little bit faster, about 3 seconds overall faster. Not seeing any different change in our stats up here. These are all pretty much maintaining, staying the same, which is what I would expect. So let's go ahead and let's point out some maybe other different things that might be affecting your decision on if you want to play Diablo 4 and what platform to buy it on, right? So this was launched on Steam. Now I have not really gotten to play much since it got released, unfortunately. However, what I have gotten to play, I will actually get to see. So one thing that I really do enjoy about Steam and having the game on Steam is the simple fact that I can check my playtime. So as you can see here, I have all my games here that I've acquired over the years. This is my second Steam account. I actually have 2 of them. I had a real OG one, but I forgot the password, so I lost it, unfortunately. But it's my second one, and we're working on it. Now, one nice thing is you can see the amount of time played. So you can see here that it says 101 minutes that I've played. This to me is well worth it because I absolutely love seeing my playtime and having just to put it in perspective, right? Use that as kind of like a time study because unfortunately I'm that kind of guy. I'm an engineer and I'm really geared towards the numbers, right? When it comes to spreadsheets, something like that. If you've been watching my channel, you know that we always are trying to reverse engineer everything, right? So I do absolutely love this. I also love that Steam is very cohesive. I also know that like the Steam Deck, for example, I don't have one. I'm actually, this next week, I'm traveling with a work colleague and he's gonna let me borrow it while we're out. And I'm actually gonna install Diablo 4 on it with my account and try to play it on there and see how it plays as well on the Steam Deck. Now, for those of you who do know, Diablo 4 is absolutely playable on a Steam Deck, playable on an Asus ROG Ally, on a lot of the other handhelds out there. But however, with the Steam Deck, you had to kind of jump through some hoops, right? There's another application you got to install. So that way that locks you into the Windows side of things. And then you can install battle.net and then install Diablo 4. So just by having it on Steam makes the Steam Deck platform much easier for like handheld. So, and like the nice thing with that is Diablo 4 lends itself really nicely to a handheld console. Like, for example, I use an Azeron. So for all of my stuff, I turn around and I use my Azeron here, which is going to be the cyborg, right? I'm sure you guys have seen this on my channel. I use it for everything. I play all my games with it. The nice thing is with the analog stick, I can still do WASD movements. However, the game doesn't support it. So having it on a handheld is very nice. The simple fact that they kind of eliminated the hoops you had to necessarily jump through to get to that point is beautiful. I really enjoy that. Now, once again, as I understand it, they should be using the same exact servers. I don't know why or if they would ever not use the same servers, not use the same resources for like launching the game and everything else. To me, that wouldn't make any sense, but it might. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play it some more. Now, I've already played 101 minutes so far, about 2 hours. It's not really a whole lot of game time in the grand scale of things. So I'm going to play it probably quite a bit tonight, tomorrow, and just see if I see any necessarily differences. I'll report them back if I do find anything drastic. But I imagine it's going to be the same playstyle. So at the end of the day, it's going to be really an amount of, okay, what platform do you want to play on, right? I do know right now, I do think that the game is currently on sale. I can't remember if it was or not. I've already acquired it, so I don't even know if it'll show me the sale. Yeah, there it is. So let's see, we jump over here. So yeah, it is still currently on sale. It looks like, we'll just lie real quick about our age. I shouldn't say that. I'm well over the required age. But yeah, it's $70 game. Looks like it is on sale. Yeah, 25% off currently. I do believe battle.net also has the same exact sale. So let's go ahead and pull that up just so that way I'm not misleading any of you guys out there. Last thing I ever want to do to you guys is mislead you or give you false information. So let's go ahead and pull that up as well. Pull up the shop. Man, it's laggy. Yep, 25% off as well. So it's going to be the same price regardless of what platform you're using, whether it's going to be on the battle.net or not. Now, once again, just like I was saying over there, guys, like, yeah, this is great, but I don't really have like the analytics, right? I don't see any good analytics here. Also, being a content creator, I would appreciate it if you download and play this on Steam. The reason being is because there are literally tons and tons of resources out there to pull analytical data for Steam. There are none for Battle.net. So the simple fact that if you are playing it on Steam, it also makes everyone a lot easier to go ahead and track, yeah, hey, here's the trends, right? Here's where it's actually at. I know a lot of people enjoy that type of content. Myself, I definitely enjoy that kind of content. But yeah, overall, in general, guys, it's just one of those, whatever your preference is going to be, go with that platform. Diablo 4 Season 2 is officially out. We are going to definitely go as hard as we can on it. We're going to at least give it the fair shot. Diablo Season 1 was okay. Malignants were cool, and I'm glad to see they did not stick around. I'm glad to see we have a new mechanic. I'm interested to see how that really plays out and makes things go, as well as all the extra bosses and whatnot. So definitely stay tuned. We'll have a lot of videos talking about it. I'm going to start out playing as a rogue, and yeah, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to jump on here. I'm going to get my character leveled as quickly as possible, start figuring out my build. I don't actually use a build guide for the rogue because it's my favorite class. It's kind of like, so I know a lot more about it, and yeah, we'll see where we end up. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and hopefully this made understanding, okay, what platform do you want to play on a little bit better, versus, you know, maybe not so much like a, hey, you got to have it on this platform, but here's pros and cons. Weigh them yourselves. Leave a comment down below. Which one did you buy it on? Do you have it on Battle.net? Did you wait? Did you get it on Steam? I'd love to hear the feedback, guys. And yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.